careful because they've had a good spell, they've made a good start to the game. Great danger on the break from the men in white.
Vaughan looks to have played that anchor man in midfield. Bale. That have done so well recently. Montenegro do have a surprisingly poor away record, just one win in their last dozen games on foreign soil, but they have drawn qualifiers in the group. Balic.
Great pressure, fantastic pressure from Wales. No way back there.
He did score the goal that enabled Montenegro to beat Wales in a friendly a couple of years ago. Montenegro having won both the previous. Free kick by Balic. No problem for Wales. Bale the outlet again. Beautiful first touch. Looking for Ledley in the centre. Here comes to Bellamy.
Right on the spot. Lovely crossfield ball. What about the touch? Outside the left foot. Doesn't quite get his foot round it, but it's a decent ball in. Look at the space that Ledley's in. I don't mean to be disrespectful to anybody in the Championship or Cardiff players in particular, but Craig Bellamy's the type of player that.
Alex looking for a bit more movement from his colleagues here. Ends up giving it away from. And then, of course, the international action continues. Scotland against the Czech Republic from 2:30. What was a lovely night here in South Wales.
Ramsey a little fortunate there to get away with that push right under the referee's nose.
Bale. Oh, that's a bad challenge coming in from Balic. Surely he's got to be yellow carded.
Don't see what he's complaining about, the left back waving his arms around there. Bale's done him. Again, it's an early ball into his feet. The pace is right, the direction's right. It enables Bale to make this first touch inside his man. He has a look up, he knows what's coming, takes the weight off his feet. He knows exactly what's going to happen. You can see the fullback Balic is on his way. First touch inside him. If he doesn't make that challenge, Bale's away. If he does, we get a free kick.
Here's Vaughan. Cleverly done by Vaughan. What a ball that was! Wales have taken the lead!
Absolute quality. What a ball in. Too hot for the keeper to handle, and Morrison has got his chance. He's worked really hard tonight. Paul just behind him, adjusts his feet. Slightly, you can see Bellamy's role right at the start of that, just moving people around in front of the back four. And Vaughan's run and cross, fantastic.
And international level, and off the mark for Wales.
And Pekovic, the two holding midfielders. That's a great sign as well for Wales.
That was a very ambitious effort by Balic, the left back.
Wide B shot. They don't seem to strike the ball very well, the Montenegros. The shooting positions they're in, they haven't had a clean strike on the ball yet.
And by the way, Wayne Hennessy's about 6'6", so if you can beat him from long range, you're doing very well. Referees, from what I've seen of them, just take a different view to lots of other European officials.
I always like it if you get a Scandinavian or a German official. You know you're going to be in for a
proper game,
a more free-flowing game, shall we say. It would be gutted not to be playing on Tuesday, but I agree with the lads in the studio. Stay on the front foot, Wales. Don't. It's
a great ball in as well. Jovetic with the layoff. Balic. He plays in the Croatian league, as we mentioned earlier. The Montenegro squad have players. His fourth goal in the last 7 internationals for the man who started out here, of course, as Bale torments Montenegro again. Now he's been booked already, Balic.
Well, he's saying he got the ball because he knows that if he gives a free kick here, Could be right. Could be right, given the...
From the other teams in the group, and therefore theoretically they could qualify, but everyone realises, of course, that they won't. And this is all about building to the World Cup qualification.
Needs to sort his boots out, Aaron Ramsey. Gets away with that one.
Morrison needs to sort.
I think that is a moment of inconsistency there, because that was a cynical attempt to bring down Ledley.
It's a good ball for Jovetic. Back after 6 years in the Turkish league.
He's announced how few people drop out he's had, which tells its own story, really, when you consider over the years how at times, you know, they've struggled to get a squad out. And in all fairness, because of that, many of these young players have gained experience at international football. That is one plus side to it. And tonight it's starting to come to fruition for many of them.
Jovetic lining up a shot, thought about it anyway, and maybe one. Ramsey. Oh, that's another bad challenge, and it's Balic who's had a yellow card.
He's off.
Well,
some of the bookings that we see, well, that's a foul. That's a challenge from behind. That's the first one, that's the second one. You have a look at some of the things, you have a look at Craig Bellamy got booked for. Have a look at the foul play.
Bale, beautifully done. Ramsey onto Morrison. Bale's there again. Bellamy screaming for it in the middle, and he nearly picked him out. What a move!
What? Touch on Bale's right foot, but what a move, what a fantastic move. Vibrant, full of enthusiasm, positive running and confidence.
Skipped over the tackle cleverly. Ramsey. Well, the red arrows at the moment, they're coming at Montenegro from all angles. Gunter's cross. Football here against Australia.
Once again, Blake's got across the front of his man. Pekovic, a little nudge there.
It's not going to be anything like as easy as that.
No, I'm hoping that it will be a contest. But for me, over the next few months, that isn't the biggest game in terms of Wales' development. Yes, it's the biggest game in what, everything it stands for. But
they haven't achieved it yet. 3/4 of the way through, 2-0. They seem to be cruising, but in football, you.
First time we've seen Vucevic on the ball in this half, really, in any sort of threatening position. I think that says a lot about Wales, the way that they've maintained their momentum. You know, sometimes half-time you get a break and you don't come out quite as sharp. But
one of the least experienced players in the squad as well, just his 5th cap, remember. On the night, Bata, Balic.
Wales have not allowed them to do that. They've not allowed them to get that near the goal, and they've been inviting that on themselves. And now they've got a tough end to this game. We spoke at the half-time. Well, lads, you just spoke at half-time. We spoke during the game. Get on the front foot, stay on the front foot, push them back, drop in, inviting them on.
And Balic finding some space and getting a corner off Gunter.
These are worrying times now. And
Scotland take on the Czech Republic from 2:30 on the same channel and in 3D. Williams
allows keeper to come and gather it. And moments ago we saw him once again releasing Craig Bellamy down the left.
15 minutes to go. Jovetic, the man who's brought Montenegro back into this game. Balic, who arguably shouldn't even be out there, should have almost certainly got a second yellow card.
Bellamy's off. Bale can get his head up. Morris can see him.
Brilliant, superb from Bale.
Well, it's a good break.
He's got it back again.
Oh, he's another one. He's had a great night. Ex-skipper, of course. His running, his power, his movement, his touch. It's just been absolutely fantastic. Important one. Montenegro's shooting has been ambitious and very wayward for most of the evening.
When he found the back of the Wales net. so doesn't make that substitution. Jovetic leaves it this time. Should be Hennessy's.
Pekovic and Jamdamovic earlier, where ended up with that Neil Taylor challenge just inside the...
Bale in a battle here with Balic again. Morrison.
And Batak knows that all evening Morrison has beat him to those balls, and I think that he fouls Morrison originally.